The Duke of Edinburgh passed away in April at the age of 99 and was interred in the Royal Vault of St George Chapel at Windsor Castle. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, only 30 people were allowed to attend the funeral. In a poignant image, the Queen was photographed sat alone in the chapel and tributes poured in for the monarch. Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne, said not being able to hug her was one of the hardest parts of coping with the loss of the Duke of Edinburgh. Royal insiders have long stated that Peter is the Queen's favourite grandson. Mr. Phillips said, "Our thoughts immediately went to my grandmother. We've been trying to support her as much as we can. Everybody saw the image of Her Majesty sitting alone. It would have been the same for any other family. The hardest part is not being able to hug those closest to the person who's been lost. It's the same for a lot of families. There have been some great sadnesses, but at the same time you've got to try to take the positives out of these situations. Whether that be new life or happy memories, that's what you've got to focus on." As lockdown restrictions have since eased, the Queen has been able to spend more time with her family and see Mr. Phillips' children, Savannah and Isla. Mr. Phillips told the BBC, "They're exceptionally lucky to have had two great-grandparents who have lived as long as they have. My children certainly appreciate that and know that it's something special." He went on to describe the Duke of Edinburgh as a hugely influential figure in our lives. Mr. Phillips said, "He was a hugely influential figure in our lives and everything about the countryside, if you like, and his passion for everything country is pretty much where my passions lie. He taught us everything about local food production and the importance of the provenance of the food. He was such a fixture of all of our lives. He is sorely missed. He lived a remarkable life, and if any of us can even live half the life that he did, we would all be extraordinarily happy." Prince Philip's funeral marked the first time Prince William and his brother Harry met each other face-to-face since the Commonwealth service in March last year. The royal siblings were spotted speaking to each on camera, seemingly putting an end to their rift. But according to a royal expert, it was a touching gesture from Mr. Phillips who allowed the two brothers to speak. Vanity Fair's royal correspondent Katie Nicholl claimed Peter walked slightly ahead at certain points in the procession and he was seen to have stood back. She told the BBC, "I noticed Peter Phillips. I know they were walking as a trio, but the way he just stood back. Whether that was something to do with hierarchy or just to enable that image of the two brothers, I think will be incredibly touching for many people."